Welcome back to Melody Loves Death Metal. Happy Wednesday. Gonna do another collection update today of some vinyl records that I got into my collection, rebuilding my vinyl collection. I probably have one more of these and then it'll be a little bit more scarce. Oh, there's Duke. What's up, buddy? A little bit more scarce because a lot of the stuff that I've been ordering is pre-orders that don't come out for several more months, and a lot of tapes and CDs again. So probably gonna see a little bit more reviews on here now. But I know you guys really like these vinyl collection updates. These actually get some of the most views on the channel. So just they're coming, just slow. It's just slow forward. I slowed down on the buying and stuff because it's coming up on holiday season and priorities. But the first three, I got 6 records. I'm going to show 6 records. Jesus, holding up a 5 to show today. 3 of them are reissues and 3 of them are new releases from this year. The reissues I'm really pumped about. I'm really glad I have them back in my collection. I was sad when I got rid of them a while back, but now I have them back and I'm pumped again. So what I'm talking about are the new Fulci reissues from Time to Kill Records. So Time to Kill Records, they're out in Italy, right? Like, I'm assuming they are. I'm pretty sure they are. I always forget like where they're from. Let me see here. Really, yeah, Italy. So Time to Kill Records pressed the first 3 albums of Fulci, and then as you guys know, they're on $20 spin now. But these all got a vinyl reissue treatment. And Time to Kill, since they're out in Italy, costs a lot of money to get them shipped into here. The vinyls themselves weren't expensive, but just the shipping and like in total to get all 3 of these shipped in from them just did not make sense. But I knew that eventually some distros in the US would get them, and I was going to have to really stay on top of it because they will sell out, and they did. And I got these from Blast Beat Vinyl and Iron Fortress Records. They both got them in stock. I think by the time I went to Blast Beat to buy all 3 of them, 2 had already been gone and 1 was still available. So then I was lucky that Iron Fortress had the other 2. So ended up saving probably like $30, 30 or $40 from just doing that rather than just buying directly from Time to Kill. But Time to Kill does still have these available. So if you're looking for these and you don't mind spending that shipping cost, I'll link it in the description. They also reissued CDs, I think, too, which I currently already own and I never got rid of those. But yeah, so okay, the first one is this is Opening the Hell Gates that came out in 2015. Immediately, this one, I absolutely love this album, and I think I have like 3 copies of it. I actually have a t-shirt of this. I should have wore it today. I did not plan this. So anyway, there we go. I know I showed these off a while ago, back when Time to Kill reissued these like 2 years ago on here. So, but these are different color variants and such, but pretty much the layouts and stuff like that are the same. Awesome album. I love this album. It's not my favorite Fulci album, but it's definitely probably one of their best. Very awesome debut. I got this pinwheel spinner or whatever. I don't know. It's whatever. Did I get this through Iron Fortress? It's whatever he had available in his distro. I can't remember if it was Iron Fortress or Blast Beat that I got this from. But there was a couple color variants of this to choose from, and I don't think that they pressed black, to be honest with you. So for the black vinyl people, apologies are not. Actually, I have nothing to apologize for. I didn't do it. Just you might not be able to find them. Unfortunately, Fulci stuff, when you buy it on Discogs and stuff, they sell for stupid prices. People just price gouge the shit out of this stuff. It makes absolutely no sense. This is definitely one of those bands that has a very cult underground, like cult fan base, and they hype up their shit like crazy. So there's the first one, ultra limited edition. I don't know about that because you pressed it a couple of times already, but they do sell out and they're hard to get. So next up is my obvious favorite. I actually have 3 copies of this. I have 2 CD copies of this and this. Now the vinyl. This is the one I wish I had never sold because this is the one that immediately gets sold out the fastest and can be really hard to find and super expensive. Tropical Sun is by far one of my all-time favorite modern death metal albums. I have this pretty high up on the pedestal in regards to what I enjoy for modern death metal. Obviously, not everybody feels the same way, so I'm not speaking for the death metal fan base here, so chill out. But this came out in 2019. This is just Such a great album. So I'm really pumped that I have this back on vinyl again. This was the first thing that I spun when I got it the other day. There's the back. Um, Printed inner sheet here. Yeah, I love this album so much, man. There's so much like brutality to it, and there's also like the straightforward like death metal and just the horror movie aspect of it, and just the zombie, and yeah. Again, the spinner. I tried to get all of the color variants to be the same, but unfortunately, I didn't have that luxury because I'm pretty sure the next one I'm going to show off was sold out for these color variants or whatever. But yeah, I like that spinner. I think it looks awesome. Goes well with the album in regards to the theme and stuff like that. So again, I will link in the description where you can find these because I know they are not sold out yet on Time to Kill. They actually do have a US site that is just in US dollars, but the shipping obviously is still expensive. But I think those are sold out on there. But Time to Kill's actual like Italian website has these still. There's also some other international site that they have, some other international distro that I noticed that they were linking to. So I'll try to find that and link that as well. So again, depending on when you watch this, these might be sold out. So I can't, no promises here, but I will link them and where you could potentially get them. So that's that one. And then finally, this last one for the this one, all right, I'm just gonna come out right and say it. I was completely wrong about this album. I've dogged on this album several times on my channel. I talked about how I did not like it, how I was very disappointed in it, and I even said that in my Fulci review of their new album this year. And then I went back, and I feel like this happens to me often. It probably happens to a lot of other people too. I'm sure it does. Where my mindset is different when I first heard this album to where I'm listening to it now. When I bought this album when it first came out, like I had this pre-ordered, it came on release day. I sold it the next day because I didn't like it because the second half of this album, the B side, is ambient. There's obviously a little bit variances in there, but it's, for the most part, it's like the horror movie ambience that you get with like old school horror movies and like what Fulci incorporates in their music. The A side strictly death metal, and I really enjoyed that part. But that B side pissed me off for whatever reason. And back then, when this came out, which is 2021, exhumed information, by the way, is what this is called. If you can't read right there, I sold it and kind of wrote it off and said this is the stinker album in their discography, and like moved on. But since the new album came out this year, I have been listening to all of the albums again, and I gave this one another shot. I've listened to it actually 3 times, and something clicked with it. And I don't know if it's because of just the mood that I'm in right now, where we're going to come up close on Halloween, and I've been watching some horror movies and like just in the mood. But I actually really, really like this album now to the point of where I think I might like it better than opening the Hell Gates. So I'm wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I'm not a, one of those people that can't say that I was wrong. I was wrong. I just wasn't in the right mindset for it. I should have just, stopped being bitchy about it and just moved on. I actually really, really enjoy this album. I kind of hate the vinyl layout of this though, because this is a very thick, very nice sleeve, I will admit, where it's printed. So you kind of have to keep it. So what I ended up doing is, because this was sealed shut with glue, I ended up removing the glue so that way this could just be easy in and out vinyl sleeve. Presentation is nice. I mean, that is nice. It is a very nice vinyl sleeve, but again, just a nitpicky thing that I ended up doing. It, whatever. It's not make or break here, but just calling that out. So here is the vinyl without the sleeve. In fact, I don't even know if I showed this off on my channel because I listened to it and was not a fan. There is a printed inner sleeve inside, which obviously I did not put the vinyl in, or I didn't keep the vinyl in with the lyrics. And then some more artwork there. And then I put the vinyl itself in my own MoFi sleeve. And then this is the color variant that I ended up getting. I think I got this one through Blastbeat now that I remember. There we go. It's got like that different colored blob in the middle. I really like this color variant. I think it looks awesome. I'm a huge fan of the green vinyl. You guys know like green and red are like my two favorite vinyl colors. And then with that pink, it just looks awesome. There was a couple other vinyl variants, but this is what Blast Beat had in stock. So I don't know. I don't. Iron Fortress still might actually have these. I don't know. I didn't know. So when I ordered this, I didn't know Iron Fortress had got these in the distro, and so I ordered this because Blast Beat was sold out of the other two. And then I saw on Instagram probably like the very next day, Iron Fortress had them. Hello, computer. The Iron Fortress had them, and I was like, oh shit, I should have just, you know, bought them there. But I bought the other two from him there because again they were sold out at Blast Beat. So, yeah, exhumed information. That B-side ambience definitely it clicked with me this time around. People were laughing at me because I posted this on Instagram and said, I was wrong about this album. And a couple of my friends who absolutely love this album, that were just upset with me that I didn't like it, were like, haha, they felt vindicated and stuff like that. It happens, It happens. We all have that moment. So there you go. Those are the Fulci reissues that I'm pumped that I have back in my collection. All right, so the final three that I want to show off are three new releases that have come out this year, two most recently and one that came out quite a while ago, and I finally got it on vinyl. So we'll start with the newest release that actually just came out last Friday, the new Immortal Bird album. However you say that, not even going to try. On 20 Buck Spin. Yes, I'm showing off some more 20 Buck Spin releases. You guys love it. I know you do. No, I'm not sponsored by them. That's an ongoing joke here that people assume because that I'm like somehow sponsored by them because I show off their stuff so much. No, I am not. This is their fourth full-length album. The band is out of Chicago. So shout out to my hometown. And admittedly, this is the first album I've ever owned by them. Their last album was out in 2019, so it's been quite a few years since they've released an album. I was a fan of that. I believe that was also on 20 Buck Spin, but I never purchased it. So, but I listened to the single when it came out, and then I got the promo and loved it, and so I bought the album. This is really, really good. It's more like blackened death metal / grindcore, black metal. It's like a mixture of that, a little bit of that style of music. It's heavy as hell. It's emotional. It's dark. It's depressing. Depressing in that just the overall like feeling of the album and just the heaviness and the darkness sounding of it. But it's not like depressing like Funeral Doom. Nothing like that. It's a fairly fast paced in your face aggression album. So yeah, something that I honestly didn't think I was gonna like as much as I did. I really liked the single, and I think like the two singles. I was like, yeah. And then when I listened to the promo, which I really love that I can listen to promo stuff now because it's just one of those things that really makes me gauge on if I want to order something or not, and take my time with it. And also, it's kind of it's always nice to have like that early listening ability. But yeah, I really like this album. It has honestly surprised me, kind of a silent sleeper surprise, not something I was anticipating or waiting for. Not something I had on my list of like these are releases in 2024 that I really could not wait for and stuff like that. But yeah, I really, really like this album a lot. I've been listening to it a ton. It's in the vein, I'm not too like well versed in this realm of like the metal realm that these guys are in. It's hard to like say the exact genre of music that they are. They're like blackened, sludgy, grindcore, crust. Like it's all of that mixed together. It's just very abrasive and heavy in your face. So that's the best I can say. So this is probably one of those releases where people may not think too much, or maybe might not check out too much. I don't know. maybe don't know too much about the band, for me personally, I've never listened to their first full length album. Sorry, actually, this is their third full length album, I should say. Their first album was an EP that I'm familiar with. But like Thrive on Neglect was a good album. I did like it, but I didn't like it enough to buy it. And I never revisited it after I first heard it back in when it came out. But since this new album has been out, I've listened to it again. Still doesn't do too much for me to like want to go and own it. Um, so, but this one, however, I really, really like and I enjoy. I think there's a better progression in their style of writing and stuff like that that really clicks with me more. So, yeah, again, not too well versed on this band. Like, I'm not really very familiar with their back catalog other than their last album that they released. So I haven't been like their number one day one fan or anything like that. But this album definitely has has clicked with me, and I really really enjoy it. So, and then the vinyl color, I don't even remember ordering this. When it came in, I was like, wait, was that the vinyl color that I ordered? I don't remember. It's like the B1 variant. You guys know, $20 spin. There's several other color variants, but yeah, this one was a nice surprise. I really really like it, and I've been listening to it a lot since I got it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It says on the hype sticker, third full length album. I don't know why. Anyway, from Chicago's most progressive black death grind. There we go. Hard to define extreme band. There you go. Hard to define. See, even the hype sticker says that. Definitely elements of all of those extreme metal genres in there. But yeah, I really like just the overall like bleakness of this album. You know, I like that style of music. So yeah, Immortal Bird. There you go. And then the next one, actually, let me show this really quick because it's also $20 Spain. I've already shown this off. I already did a whole video dedicated to it, but I did pick up the Tzompantli vinyl version of their newest album from this year, Beating the Drums of Ancestral Force, along with the Immortal Bird. Threw this in for an order there. So I'll just show this off really quick because it is a very nice vinyl presentation. There you go. There's the 100 members of the band. Again, I've already talked about this in another video, so I'm not really going into too much detail about the music. This is my favorite part, is that flooding inside there. That looks awesome. I love that. $20 Spin has been doing that in their jackets. And then this is the B5 Tiger's Eye Marble, which I think this is the one that's still available. All the other color variants are sold out. So, yeah, figured I'd show that off again. Amazing Death Doom band. Absolutely love this album. Definitely one of my favorite albums to come out this year. And was vinyl worthy of me. It just took me a little while to get it on vinyl. I'm slowly getting things. Trying not to go too crazy with my spending. So, yeah, there you go. Another $20 Spin release. Fantastic year for these guys. Okay, and then finally, I love this band. I have talked about them several times on here on how they're like one of the more underrated death metal bands in the scene. I feel like they don't get as much attention as they should, and that is Teeth. Teeth has a new album out this year. Did you know that? It's called The Will of Hate. This is their first album since The Curse of Entropy that came out in 2019. Huge fan of that album. Showed it off on here. Yes, it's on Translation Lost Records again, same as their other ones. They also came out with an EP in 2021 called Finite, which I talked about on here as well. But I really love this band. And so this is a special Meteor Gem exclusive pressing that they did that I picked up. This album actually has been out for since August 30th. And I immediately forgot about it. Again, underrated band that tends to get forgotten about, even from me. I saw that it was out, and I never took the time to listen to it. And then when Meteor Gem was talking about and showing this off on their website and their socials, I was like, oh, that's right. Teeth has a new album out. I need to listen to that. So I sat down and listened to it a couple of weeks ago, and immediately was like, oh my God. What is wrong with me? Why was I not keeping up with this band? This is by far their best album that they've come out with so far. Very crushing and dissonant. Dissonant death metal is like the thing that I am absolutely in love with this year in terms of the style of death metal. A lot of my favorite releases are in that vein, just heavy crushing. Like they are just such a good band. Very, very good band. This is a very good album. And it's a very cool vinyl record. But yes, it is on Translation Lost, so you can also pick it up there if Meteor Gem has sold out of these. So there's like that spot varnish on the jacket. They've got this obi. It was limited to 80 copies. I got, does that say 5? Oh, I thought it was 50. I got number 5. Well, goddamn. I think there was a couple of variants of this though. So this variant, I got a 5 of 80. Then here is the back. And no, it's not like $100 or anything like that. It's not like a wax vessel pressing or anything like that. So don't worry, it wasn't insanely priced. But like I said, there are versions of it on Translation Lost Records if you would rather just get that. But I love Meteor Gem. I haven't bought from them for a while, so I figured why not throw out some support and get their special pressing that they have. Oh, there you go. You can see the teeth logo and the Wheel of Hate down there. And then this is, what is it? It is the Black Ice with Splatter edition. And then it also has the special like Meteor Gem sticker there. And that looks like this. You know, very nice. I like the Black Ice vinyls. This has been a more common color variant pressing that labels have been doing lately, especially with Relapse and Translation Lost, which I'm pretty sure they use the same exact pressing plant and production and stuff like that. But yeah, fantastic album. I really am sad that I slept on this for so long. Again, it's been out for a couple months, several months now. And I wish more people like really knew about this. So hopefully I get some more new ears listening to this after showing it off today. But just a huge fan of this band. They're based out of the U.S. and this is their 3rd full length. Their other 2 full lengths are very, very good. So I highly recommend that. This album is 39 minutes, a very, very perfect runtime, 11 tracks. Like I said, crushing, very dissonant at times, very heavy. Great guitar riffs and just all around. This is their best album, I think. It's just fantastic. So there you go, Teeth. That is all that I have today. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. The next couple of videos I'm going to be doing are some VCLT ones, some stuff that people have sent me that I was giving my time to listen to the stuff before I wanted to talk about it. And then awesome tapes and stuff that I've been getting in recently. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.